Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Yakaraj here. So apparently there has been more footage of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond that I have not seen yet. Um, and I tried looking up, like, from, like, Nintendo's, you know, I tried looking uh, everywhere for it, really. Um, well, on YouTube anyway. But I couldn't find it. So I will be reacting through Topic Arlo's video, which I think is the same. I don't know if it's taken from Arlo's channel, but Arlo is like probably the most famous Metroid loving YouTuber. And he's also famous for like never actually showing his face, but instead like manifesting himself as a Muppet kind of character, this blue guy. Kind of looks like, the Cookie Monster if the Cookie Monster had like straight normal eyes. But anyway, yeah, it's yeah, let's check this out.
Do you remember when I made that video because Retro Studios updated their Twitter profile banner and
Wow.
and you know, it was something like Samus related. It was some piece of Samus related art that we kind of like assumed was
Look
from
at that
Metroid Prime 4.
canopy.
Yeah, that got a video. I think we kind of we established a bit of a trend that day, and I need to stick with what is now an established rule. I will firmly establish it now. If it is new and it is from Metroid Prime 4, it's getting a video. No exceptions. Today is certainly not an exception. Did you know that there is extra footage, 20 seconds of extra footage of Metroid Prime 4 that was not in the trailer? I say footage. It's not exactly footage of the game. In fact, I kind of doubt that this is going to be footage like this itself. I don't think this will be in the game itself. This is more of just kind of a fun little, I don't know, a little showcase of the area kind of showed off at the end of the Metroid Prime 4 trailer. It seems that on the Japanese website, there's always these extra little things on the Japanese website.
Of
right?
course.
Give it all to us.
Yeah, why does Japan always get everything?
Tidbits.
Come on.
Specifically on the Japanese website. And apparently, there's just this like animated background. And it shows off this little area. One demure cord took this footage and kind of enhanced it a bit. I guess it's
does look nice.
The original's a little bit dark for some reason, but kind of
isn't
like
this beautiful?
And uploaded it to YouTube, and so you are seeing it right here. And yes, essentially, like I said, this is basically an animated background, just used for the website.
I see. So somebody pointed out that bridge you see over there, like somebody was like, that doesn't look like any architecture that we've seen before. So maybe this is, a new alien species that we haven't run into that is or is not there anymore. And immediately I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, are we finally going to get to, like, learn more about, say, like, the Ela or something, spelled Ylla, which the Ela are one of those, like, super races or whatever that are mentioned in Metroid, but you don't see them at all. But what the Ela, they're significant because, like, okay, there are two other super races that you hear about but never see. One of them is called the Incrin, and then the other, which are known by the Luminoth, and then there's another called the Ela. And the Ela were also known by the Luminoth, but they were also known by the Bryonians. And then what the Luminoth and the Bryonians have in common, other than that, is that they also knew the Chozo. And the Bryonians also knew the Luminoth. So, it's very possible that the Chozo also knew the Ela. And so you know slightly more about the Elam more than the Incrin. Which, judging by the name Incrin with like the apostrophe right after in, like I wondered if they were like related to the Luminoth at all because of the Luminoth names and how they're, you know, kind of similar in that regard. But maybe not. But I mean, you know, their names have hyphens, not apostrophes. But you know, it's still like kind of similar. But yeah, and then you know it's like, and then maybe we'll learn more about Silux and his backstory and everything like that. Which, okay, like I was wondering, like you know, somebody was thinking was like, well, the first thing that you go to is like sort of this barren world or whatever where the research facility is, and then this seems to be a completely different planet. But what if they are the same planet and there's just, you know, a biome or whatever that's not actually, um, that is barren or whatever, and whatnot. And something I noticed in the trailer at the end, like when it shows this area specifically at the end of the trailer, something I noticed was that it looks like Samus just exited a portal of some sort. And then somebody in like the Metroid Prime Hunters Discord um, mentioned that the symbol behind the logo itself, or like part of the logo, it kind of looks like a portal. Which, considering the name Beyond, you know, it seems like they're bringing like interdimensional or portal traveling and stuff like they did in Primes 2 and even 3 briefly, but then also there was a lot of that in Hunters. Hunters, of course, being where Silux first shows up. Um, so, yeah, it looks like they're bringing portal travel, which, if it is portal travel, like, it could still all be the same planet, which I thought to myself, let's see, one side is just completely barren, the other, and then another side is just like very lush and habitable and stuff. And you know, assuming this is the same planet, or maybe one's a planet and the other's a moon or something. Um, but something else, uh, you know, it made me think of, okay, so for those who have been paying, who have seen a lot of my channel, you may have seen that one of my projects that I've been working on the side was Metroid Risk. And there's this one planet I had to come up with a design for because you don't see what it looks like, and that was Horus 4. And the only thing you know about Horus 4 was that it is apparently the location of something called the Horus Rebellion, which, you know, is the most blatant Easter egg for Warhammer 30K technically, but like, you know, people mostly play 40K and stuff, but yeah, the Horus Heresy, which is like the most defining, like it is the reason Warhammer 40K and its setting is where it is today, um, in the story. It's like like Infinity War is to Marvel as the Horus Heresy is to Warhammer. Um, you know, it is the big defining event, or like Order 66 in Star Wars. You know, Horus Heresy, same thing. You know, it is that big level of significance. So I decided, well, hey, I will. You know, the way I decided to design the planet, just given that, you know, some whatever it was called the Horus Rebellion in Metroid was some quote unquote nasty business, and you know, it was like the last time they saw this many fighters scrambled was during that time. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll design one planet, or I'll design this planet so it's like one side is lush and green or whatever, and then the other side is like completely devastated and barren. And so that's actually what I started thinking of when I was like, well, what if these are actually the same world, and it's just one part is lush, the other is like really barren or something. So that's what I started thinking of. But it's possible it's just on a moon or asteroid of some sort, like the Ceres research station, um, or the BSL research station, which both are on like some kind of asteroid. Um, so yeah. Um, anyway, sorry. Let's continue.
But I don't care. I'm looking at it, and it's especially because this is not just this does not just represent any old part of the trailer. It's specifically that last chunk. They really want to put a lot of emphasis on that chunk because clearly this is an important place. This is a place where you're going to spend a lot of time. This is probably, I mean, I don't know if the entire game is going to take place here on this planet.
It is very reminiscent of Talon 4.
We don't really know.
Also kind of Zebes.
There was one element of the trailer that I did not discuss in my quote-unquote analysis video.
Yeah.
It seems like Samus accesses this area through a portal.
Yep,
it does not look like she was just stepping through a regular old door. It looks like she came out of a portal, very similar to the portals found in Metroid Prime 2. So whatever the case, however she gets here, this is an important place. It's probably the first major area that you're going to explore. And so
it's kind of like a screensaver.
I love this. I already went on and on about this area and how it so encapsulates everything, just kind of like everything that I love. You know what I mean? Like Metroid itself is so cool. I love sci-fi and I love mixing sci-fi and technology.
Those bird things looked a lot like
natural
world.
So like a sci-fi game or a movie or something.
Imagine that's it's actually where Ridley is from.
Fantastical natural environment like this, again with the big tree in the background. This is just kind of everything.
Tree.
This little clip, this 20 seconds here of like looping footage right here is just, it's kind of like everything that I love, and I can't wait to see what kind of music is playing in this place. I'm sure it's going to be really, really nice.
And
so if you mix in what is going to be amazing, beautiful electronic music in this sci-fi game starring Samus, whom I love, in this place, this beautiful natural environment, it's water, it's trees, it's a waterfall.
Huge trees at that.
It's just kind of everything. This combination, it's just, this is a place I want to live. And I don't just mean literally physically there in that place. I just mean like aesthetically. I think the only thing that could make this better is if I was just eating a burger. That'd be it. That's it. That's everything that I love most. That's the top things that I love most about being alive is just you're in this place visually with the music, and it's the sci-fi, and it's the nature, and I'm listening to that and I'm eating a burger. That would be it. That would be it. I should just go out and get a burger, put on some nice music, and just watch this. It's a loop. You could just watch it all day. I could just watch it all day.
I'm actually thinking
this
about
is everything
going out and grabbing something, but
and it's Metroid Prime 4. So I just thought I'd make a quick video about it because it really is special. It gives us no extra information about the game at all, and yet
we're almost finished.
I'm still looking at it, and I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time looking at it. Oh, boy. That's nice. That's really nice.
That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very pretty world. It is very reminiscent of Talon 4. A little reminiscent of some parts of Zebes and also SR388. Just a little bit. So who knows? Maybe it's another Chozo world, but I do actually hope that it is another civilization we haven't heard of, or rather haven't seen anything of, like like the Ela, for instance, like I mentioned before, or heck, even like the Enkrin or something, or it could have been, or just something new altogether. But anyway, yeah, just yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm so looking forward to the game. Boy, my hair. Oh my gosh, I really need a haircut. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao.